Great morning, everyone. Austin with you this morning, Thursday, just after 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guts over facts. There's not the slightest chance that nuclear energy is possible. That would mean that the atom would need to be split at will. Guts over facts. Guts over facts. Welcome this morning. I'm talking to you about guts over facts. And I might dive into this thing with people will talk about you. Especially when you have guts. And you go out and you do different things. People will talk. Let me talk about this guts over facts. By the way, Today is a famous birthday in history, and if you were paying attention, you might have saw it on my Facebook wall, but if you haven't seen it, you will be able to go back and check it out. Today is a very, very famous person's birthday in history. Before I dive in today and take a couple minutes with you, check in with yourself and ask yourself, how are you doing? Very good question. You ask everyone else how they're doing, don't you? How are you? Good, how are you? And then you say good and you really don't mean it. Check in with yourself and find out how you are and see if you can level up just even a notch better. Maybe this video will help you do that this morning. But if not this video, maybe there's something else you can do today to move yourself in an upward spiral. Drive your energy up. Drive your energy up. So I started off with a couple things here. Guts over facts. Started off with, there's not the slightest chance that nuclear energy is achievable. That would mean that the atom would need to be split at will. And it's a very famous person's birthday today. If you looked at my wall, you probably would have seen that, whose birthday it is. So listen, here's what I want to talk about. Guts over facts. You know, when you look at people that have achieved great things, and there's just this level, this gut level of boldness that they do. And a couple stories come to mind, and I'll give you a couple. One is Andrew Carnegie. When Andrew Carnegie was the first one to build a steel bridge. I don't know if you know that or not, but Andrew Carnegie was the first one to build a steel bridge. And this was at a time when steel was not widely accepted. Steel was unproven. They used to make bridges out of iron. Can you believe this? They made bridges out of iron. And what would inevitably happen is iron deteriorates over time at a high rate and ends up collapsing. Now you have this bold young Scottish guy saying he's going to build a bridge and he's going to build it out of steel. And everyone was afraid of it. And he ran out of money. He didn't have all the facts. Guts over facts. He didn't have all the facts. But he moved forward anyway. And the story goes that people gathered around for the opening of this bridge. And no one was afraid, or everyone, not everyone. People were afraid to cross the bridge. But here's what he did. This is beautiful. Brilliant. Guts over facts. Didn't have all the answers. Didn't have all the facts. But he had guts. So he built this steel bridge. First time in history, bridge made out of steel. And the old adage at that time, I don't know if this still does exist today, but the old adage was an elephant would never cross a structure that was unsafe. An elephant would never walk across a structure that was unsafe. So Andrew Carnegie did this massive PR stunt. He gathered everyone together around this bridge. He got an elephant, and an elephant that day, in front of a crowded audience, walked across this bridge. And the rest is history. Guts over facts. And by the way, he ran out of money. He didn't know all the engineering things that were going to need to be done. He didn't know any of that. Did he have facts? Yeah, facts are important. Did he have all the facts? No. But what he had was a massive level of guts. Guts. He believed and he knew that it was possible, and he took action. And so it is with you. Nuclear energy could never be achieved. That would mean that the atom would need to be split at will. Who said that? I opened up this video with that quote. You know who said that? Nuclear energy cannot be achieved, or is likely not to be achieved. I'm paraphrasing the quote. That would mean that the atom would need to be split at will. That, my friends, was said by none other than Albert Einstein. I get chills thinking about it because guts over facts. The facts said that nuclear energy could not be achieved. But Albert Einstein's brilliant, but he still knew how to achieve it, right? He knew how, but it was likely he didn't believe it. It wasn't possible. Now, when I say guts, heart, emotion over facts. Guts, heart, emotion over facts. If you live with facts, oh my God. I mean, listen, our culture as a race, we didn't start with facts, did we? Think about it. When we showed up here, and we can get into the debate about that, how we showed up here. We showed up here, we didn't have the facts, did we? But we could feel. Isn't that interesting? But we could feel, and we could take action. We could have guts to take action, guts over facts. Do you need a little bit more guts in your life right now? Do you need a little bit more emotion in your life? What I want to encourage you to do today is to check in with yourself, to check in with your gut level. Hey everyone, what's happening? What's up, Jordan? Lucy? Carrie, happy birthday to Albert Einstein. Today is Albert Einstein's birthday. You see where I'm going here today and pulling this in. And it's just a great story about Albert Einstein saying that nuclear energy will likely never be achieved because that would mean that the atom would need to be split at will. But nevertheless, we know the story. There was a driving purpose. There was a lot of guts that went toward this. And we don't need to get into the dichotomy of the story. But nevertheless, nuclear energy was created, and the rest is history. So 2 great stories for you today. Now go to your own story, okay? It doesn't matter what Andrew Carnegie did. It doesn't matter what Albert Einstein did. What matters is what you do today. And as you hear my voice this morning, what do you do? I believe change can happen right now in an instant. You can write a new script, but it takes guts. It takes guts over facts. And if you are wondering if you should do this, here's what I propose to you. Check in with how you feel consistently. If there's a consistent level of unfulfillment in you, if you're feeling this consistent level of unfulfillment, you need to check in with your guts. It's time to go back to your guts, your heart level, and rather than trying to process everything at once, ask yourself, what's the next logical step I need to take today? What's the next logical step? Tap into your gut, your heart, and say, what's the next logical step I need to take today? And even if you're saying things like, it would never be possible for me to be because I've never done this before, right? Maybe you're saying your own quote about your own story. I used to tell myself this stuff all the time. I can't do this because of this. I can't achieve a high level because of my childhood. I'll never be accepted because I'm short. I'll never be accepted because I have a big forehead. I'll never be accepted because now I'm a little bit older than I used to be. I'll never be accepted because I'm overweight right now. I'll never be accepted because I'm too skinny right now. I'll never be accepted because I'm this race right now. How could I possibly be attracted to this group of people? That's bullshit, all right? Get in touch with what your heart says, your gut, and move in that direction today. And I promise you, and I'd love to hear your story, tell me if you do this today, if you check in with your gut and your heart, and you even if you don't have crystal clear clarity about it, but you can feel it, and you take a step in that direction, one step in that direction, let me know how it feels. And it may take a little bit of guts. I propose to you, guts over facts. The greatest people, the greatest minds, the pioneers stepped into guts over facts while everyone else stood on the side and watched. But that's not you. You're bold, You're courageous. You can be, do, have, give, feel, and or experience anything sustainable that's connected with your heart and your gut. Do it today, my friends. God bless you. I love you. Have an outstanding day. Carrie, have to change the habit of being ourselves. Well, let me just close out by saying, be your best self today. Your best self knows what to do. Your best self is already connected. Guts over facts. Albert Einstein, Andrew Carnegie. I love you guys. Make it an outstanding day. Bye for now.